Hello and welcome to this video. I'm Lee, and in this video we will be discussing Ifttt YouTube syndication to rank videos with ease. Please watch the video in its entirety and please feel free to take notes as is required, but remember you can re-watch the video as many times as is necessary. Once the video is complete, please look beneath the video for any tools or references that have been mentioned. So let's begin. Ifttt YouTube syndication to rank videos with ease. Using Ifttt to create your own personal syndication network is the #1 hack for ranking anything, and I mean anything online. It's a simple method that once set up works in the background and gives an insane amount of love and juice to anything you want or need to rank. So what is Ifttt? Ifttt is a free web service that stands for if this, then that. The simple explanation is that we can use this service to set up an event that only occurs if something else happens that we have specified. So a very simple example would be if I upload a video to YouTube, I can select the then that to be that it automatically posts a link to my video on my Twitter. So I'm sure some people will say that you can already do that. Yes, that specific example you can, but I cannot set up within YouTube to automatically post links onto my Facebook page, onto my blogs, my LinkedIn and other websites. So once you start exploring the uses of Ifttt, you will be blown away by its simple functionality and capability. You can connect hundreds of web services as well as your email and your mobile phone. So this enables you to create what is called recipes. Each recipe is the combination of an if and a then that. So, for example, when I'm going about traveling and taking cool pictures with Instagram, I can set up on Ifttt so that each time I take a picture on Instagram, it automatically sends the same picture by email to my friends and relatives who are not smartphone friendly. Alternatively, if I click the star button on an important email within my Gmail account for emails, I can set up an Ifttt to automatically save the contents of the email into my Evernote filing system, and then I can get my phone to remind me to deal with the email the following morning. Likewise, I can set up Ifttt to send me a text message in the morning if there is a likelihood of rain throughout the day. As you can see, there are a lot of capabilities, so it's well worth checking out. And when you sign in, you'll be able to either create your own recipes or see the popular ones. So we want to use Ifttt to rank YouTube videos. The beauty of Ifttt in ranking YouTube videos is that it can connect to some of these very relevant sites: WordPress blogs, Blogger blogs, Medium, Tumblr, Weebly, Delicious, Facebook and Facebook fan pages, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Reddit, Google Drive, Bitly, and many, many more. These are all popular social media, bookmarking and blogging platforms that YouTube loves. It loves them because your video links back to them and it proves to YouTube that people are enjoying your content and sharing it, and therefore YouTube will reward you with better rankings. This is the secret sauce. So think about this. Once your system is set up, you can upload a video and it instantly syndicates the video on 10 plus websites without lifting a finger. What makes it even better is that on each of these platforms, people are searching for your keywords and therefore you will get additional organic traffic. Furthermore, you have the ability to stack these networks to give you greater authority. So for example, you can set up a network to syndicate with all of the social networks each time you upload a video. You can then set up a secondary network that is triggered by the video being syndicated onto your blog. This will of course enhance the authority of the blog and its individual standing in assisting the original video ranking. We are starting to get complex here, but the main network being operation is the key. And that's where we need to start with. We need to create one Ifttt network that will syndicate with all of these websites instantaneously. So in order to do this, we need to jump across to the Ifttt website, and it's as simple as ifttt.com. Once you get there, you just need to sign up. You just need your email address, and that's it, and you're in, and you're pretty much ready to go. So once you've signed up, all you need to do is to go and connect your services. So by clicking on your profile name on the top right hand side, you can choose services from the drop down menu, and you can see hundreds of services that can be connected to Ifttt. So click there, services, and you can click on all services, and I'll just show you what you've got. You can see they've got it set up in a whole host of different scenarios now, and obviously because there's so many pieces of smart technology, heating and lighting and security and all things like that, you are able to connect to a lot of things, as you can see. So dishwashers, fryers, okay. We move forward, the blinds, and these kind of ones we're interested in. The blogging, so you've got Blogger, Medium, Tumblr, Weebly, WordPress. You've got social bookmarking, interested to us. You've got business tools. Some are interested in useful. We've got the calendar and schedules, clocks, storage. Some of these will be useful. Communication. So as we said, we can connect Skype and certain things. You got your car, your contacts, tools, education, your email, finances, fitness, gardening. We've got lighting here for your house, your location. We've got music, news. We've got notes, notifications. So some of these are your phone, SMS. You've got your photos and videos. So you've got your YouTube there. Other things here, your printers, and what else have we got? Shopping, smart hubs, social networks. There you go. So you got your Facebooks and your Pinterests and Reddit and all this stuff, task management, etc. So you've got loads of things that you can start to connect into. So obviously the first thing you want to do is just to connect into YouTube. So you just click on YouTube, you click on connect. Choose your account. Just make sure it does the situation, so you might need to click on the thing, and then basically that's that. I'm now connected into my YouTube account. I then just need to go ahead and connect into all of the other services that I want to syndicate with. This is the real time consuming part of this tutorial. Why? Because we need to individually go to each service and sign up and create an account for them. So if you want Tumblr, Weebly, Blogger, for example, you need to sign up with them first and activate an account with each of those blogging platforms or social medias, right? Of course, all of them are free to sign up. So you need to spend some time reviewing the services that are available and then sign up to the ones that you want. Once you've done this, return to the services page on Ifttt and click on each of the services and then click on the big connect button. This will move you through the process and allow Ifttt to access your services. Okay, so as we were saying, we go to services, we look at the services that are available, and just say you've got WordPress. You click on that. You need to click on this connect button and connect into the account that you've made, okay, with WordPress, and do the same for all of the blogging and social media platforms, because we want to be able to syndicate with as many platforms as possible. So as I say, it does take a little bit of time, but you should be able to go through the whole of this process in 30 to 40 minutes. But remember, you're just setting this up once, and then once it's set up, each time you upload a video, you syndicate with all of these platforms, and that is the brilliant part of it. Yeah. So once the services are associated with Ifttt, the hard work's over, and we move into the interesting bit, right? Now we've got two options. We can either click on the Discover tab or the Search tab at the top and find recipes that we like, or we can create our own. So just for example, click on the Discover, and there are things that are being recommended. Backup photos you've tagged on Facebook to your mobile phone, automatically unmute your phone when you get home. So there's a lot of things. Tweet your Instagram as native photos on Twitter, because if you connect your Twitter and Instagrams together, if you've got it set up so that your Twitter posts a tweet when you put an Instagram photo out, it will just put a link within your tweet. It won't actually tweet the photo. So a lot of people, a very, very popular one here, as you can see, 410,000 people get weather forecasts. So you got these, so you can flick through these and see if any of these are appropriate. You can click on search and search through different types of categories and see what you can find, or you can create your own. I always prefer to create my own because then I know what's happening. Okay, so what you need to do to create your own, you need to click on My Applets, and here will be all the ones that you create. If you haven't got anyone, you've got to make your own. So you click on the New Applet button, and as you can see, this is very kind of visual. Here it says, if this, then that. So we click on the if this, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go and find our YouTube, right? So we've got our YouTube there. So the options that we can use within YouTube as what they call a trigger, which is the event that happens to start the ball rolling, are that I've liked a video, new public from a subscription that I'm in, or a new public video that I've uploaded. Okay, so this is what we want. Okay, and then we need to click on the that. So if YouTube, so if I upload a video, then that, and then we need to go and find. So there's so many things that can happen off the back of me uploading a YouTube video. So for instance, let's just select Twitter, and these are all the options that can happen automatically when I upload a video. Post a tweet, add a user to list, post a tweet with an image, update profile pictures, send myself send a direct message, updated bio, all sorts of things. So the obvious one is to post a tweet, and then basically here we can build what the tweet is going to be, how it's going to be put together. So this action will post a new tweet to your Twitter account, okay, and it's automatically added in the title of the YouTube video and the URL of the YouTube video. Now if we click here, it says ingredient, we can click plus, and these are the things that we can add: embed code, author name, URL, description, title, created at. So it's good to have the title, it's good to have the URL. Now when you move forward to things like blog posts, Tumblr, WordPress, these sort of options that are more of a website than a social media status, we want to embed the video, and that is this here, embed code. And what that will do is it will actually put the YouTube video on the page. It won't just put a link, it will put the video. And YouTube loves videos being embedded on other websites. It's very, very powerful link juice. So it's very, very good. If you've got the option to put the embed code in, stick it in. Okay. Okay, so yep, so once that's done, we just click create action and it's basically done. We click finish and it's basically there. Okay, so as I say, my services so far connected are Twitter and YouTube. All right, and all we need to do now is to go through the process and create a recipe for every single action that we want. So we'll need a recipe for YouTube to Twitter, YouTube to Facebook, YouTube to Tumblr, YouTube to WordPress, etc, etc, etc. And yeah, that might sound like a somewhat time consuming, but really once all the services have been signed up for, and once they've all been connected into Ifttt, the actual creation of the recipe takes just a matter of seconds. But we just need to do an individual recipe for each service because they're all individual actions. So we just need to set that up, and when we upload the video, bang, it's sent out to every single service that we have connected it to. So pretty good and well worth the time involved. Right, so now we want to see if we can take the Ifttt system to the next level. The Ifttt system will be very, very productive in helping us get rankings, but as with everything, there's ways to increase the productivity of everything. And in this case, one of the ways you can do that is by getting involved with the social media websites and blogging platforms that you have created. Spend a bit of time, one, making them look all universal, so there's consistency in your brand between your YouTube channel and all of these other social media platforms, and also spending a bit of time on the social media side to find just to other tweets, other updates, and spend a bit of time to kind of build a bit of a name for yourself as well. So every little bit adds to the whole. Okay. The other thing you can do is you can create further tiers of Ifttt. So we mentioned this earlier, and very simply, we've got our one network that is instigated from the YouTube video, and it goes on all the blogging platforms and all the social media platforms. Now we can create a second tier by when the video gets uploaded or posted upon one of our blogs, that blog post then instigates another set of actions. So they then get put on another Twitter page or on another Facebook page, another blog, and you instigate this further this kind of cycle of activity and buzz around what you're putting out there. And obviously multiple layers gives more authority. It shows to YouTube and Google that people are interested and they're talking about what you've got to offer, which is incredibly important. So it's something to definitely to consider. So in conclusion, Ifttt does take a little bit of time to set up, but it's very, very powerful and works every time you upload instantaneously. So every time you upload a video, you're going to syndicate it with loads and loads of websites that YouTube loves and takes into consideration when it's ranking your videos. So it's a no-lose situation. So thanks again for watching the video to the very end. I hope that you found it informative and interesting. Remember that if you take even one thing from something, it has been immensely valuable. Do not forget that any tools or references mentioned can be found beneath this video. Thanks again, take action, and this is Lee signing off.